Hello guys, unang-una sa lahat, thank you sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay dito sa ating YouTube channel. So ngayon guys, meron naman tayong bagong pag-usapan. Ito ay tungkol sa Sharp grounding device. So ano ba talaga ang Sharp grounding device? Ang unang tanong dito, what is the Sharp grounding device? Ano ba ang function nito? Ano ba ang purpose nito para makatulong doon sa ating main engine? Bakit pinaka-vital device ito na kailangang ilagay doon sa ating propeller shaft? So, para masagot natin itong tanong na ito guys, ngayon, samahan nyo ako para mahimay-himay natin ito. Ma-explain ko sa inyo na for those already aware of this kind of device. So, sana dagdagan nyo itong aking paliwanag. At mas marami pa kayong alam doon sa i-explain ko kung ano ba talaga ang purpose nitong Sharp grounding device doon sa ating main engine. So, tayo na guys. At samahan nyo ako para ma-explain natin ng maayos itong purpose ng Sharp grounding device. Okay guys, before anything else, I want you to know what is the component of Sharp grounding device. Ano ba talaga ang mayroon dito sa device na ito na kailangan natin malaman. So bago tayo darating doon sa purpose ng Sharp grounding device guys, alamin muna natin, kilalanin muna natin kung ano yung component na mayroon doon sa Sharp grounding device. So ito na ngayon guys, at ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga component na naka-attach dito sa ating Sharp grounding device.
The propeller shaft grounding system consists of the following component. The first component we have in this kind of device is shaft hull millivolt meter ground indicator. Silver alloy metal band we call slip ring. 2 pieces of clamp band hold the silver alloy metal band we call slip ring. Bottom surface of silver alloy metal band we call slip ring. Brass holder and spring arm and the silver graphite brush, the cable fitting bolts and the silver graphite brush, brass holder and spring arm, cable fitting bolts and brass holder, silver graphite brush at the lower part, slip ring surface which absorbs ground circuit and release to ship hull, and bracket for ground brush holder for millivolts meter, bracket for ground brush holder and earth cable to ship hull. So guys, these are the component attached and connected to propeller shaft grounding system.
So ngayon guys, dito na tayo ngayon sa unang tanong. What is the purpose of Sharp grounding device system in our main engine. The purpose of this system is preventing spark erosion by continuous connection between propeller shaft and hull, which lessen resistance between two different kind of metal. So ito yung purpose ng shaft grounding device natin, guys. Next is, what is spark erosion? Kasi sabi doon, guys, is i-prevent natin yung spark erosion. Kaya naglagay yung maker natin ng shaft grounding device. So what is the spark erosion, by the way? As a propeller rotates, electric circuit arise within hull. So magkakaroon ng electric circuit doon sa hull, sa propeller and shaft grounding hull, which may cause spark around shaft grounding area. This is the basic principle of spark erosion, and this may cause erosion within shaft bearing metal and crankshaft journal. So ito pala yung purpose nito, guys, para hindi magkaroon ng spark erosion doon sa bearing metal natin. Kasi yung bearing metal natin, guys, yun yung pinakamalambot na bagay na nandoon sa loob ng makina natin. So ngayon, pagka nagkaroon ng spark erosion doon, guys, so magkakaroon siya ng batik-batik. So pag nagkaroon siya ng batik-batik, guys, o magkaroon siya ng spark erosion doon sa bearing metal natin, so magkakaroon ng low pressure yung lubricating oil natin. So pagkaroon na siya ng clearance, mag-umpisa na yun, guys, na magkakaroon ng metal flakes na matatanggal doon sa metal bearing natin, guys. Yung metal flakes na yan, kumbaga mag-uuka-uka doon sa bearing natin dahil doon sa spark erosion. Pagka nagkaroon ng ganun, guys, so mawawala na ng lubricating yung bearing natin. Pag mawala na ng lubrication yung bearing natin, so of course ang una doon is mag-low pressure yung lubricating oil natin. Then pag nag-low pressure, mawawala na ng enough na lubrication yung bearing natin, and then magkakaroon na ng metal to metal contact. Pagkatapos nun, guys, masisira na yung bearing natin. So ito ngayon, guys, yung piniprevent ng maker natin na hindi magkakaroon ng spark erosion doon sa loob ng bearing metal natin sa loob ng main engine.
This is the normal reading of millivolt meter. While the propeller shaft rotates at sea passage. Toggle switch for high and low millivolts. Switching toggle switch from high to low millivolts. As observed, millivolt meter reading increase from normal reading.
Okay, guys, the question is how the electrical circuit arise into our propeller shaft. No? Paano siya nagkakaroon ng voltahe doon sa ating main engine propeller shaft? So ganito yun, guys. Kasi yung propeller natin umiikot, no? So doon yun, guys, nagkakaroon ng voltahe sa friction ng propeller natin doon sa seawater, and then at the same time yung barko natin tumatakbo, so nagkakaroon din siya ng friction. So yung friction na yun, guys, yun yung dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng build up ng electrical circuit doon sa propeller shaft natin. Habang umiikot itong propeller shaft natin, guys, yung blade natin nagkakaroon ng friction doon sa seawater. Then, by means of chemical reaction from seawater and propeller, nagkakaroon ng build up ng voltahe. So, the example yan guys, pagka dito tayo sa barko, no? Yung damit natin, pag nakikis-kis yan guys, nagkakaroon ng electrical charge dito sa katawan natin. Then, mapapansin natin yan guys, pag nagkaroon ng electrical charge yung katawan natin, kasi pag naghawak tayo sa doorknob, mayroong spark na nangyayari. So, ibig sabihin, yung electrical charge na nandito sa katawan natin guys, gina-ground ng doorknob. Kaya minsan mapapansin natin, magugulat tayo, mayroong spark na nanggagaling doon sa dulo ng daliri natin. So, yan din yung principle na nandun sa propeller natin guys. So, nagkakaroon siya ng friction doon sa seawater. Kasi ang nangyayari nito guys, yung seawater natin is stator. And then yung propeller natin is rotor. So, sa patuloy na pag-ikot ng propeller guys, nagkakaroon siya ng electrical charge. And then, yung electrical circuit na yan guys, magkakaroon siya ng daloy doon sa ating propeller shaft. So, that's why, ginaground natin yan guys. Kasi pag nakapasok yan doon sa main engine natin, ang sisirain ng electrical circuit na yan guys is yung bearing metal natin. Which is a very vital na problema pagka nakapasok yung electrical circuit na yan guys. Kasi sisirain niya yung bearing metal natin. Kasi yan lang naman yung pinakamalambot na metal na in-install doon sa katawan ng main engine natin. Ngayon guys, tingnan natin yung paliwanag natin doon kung paano siya nagkakaroon ng friction.
As the propeller continues rotates and the electric circuit arise by means of seawater and propeller friction. Due to this friction, chemical reaction occurs and build-up of electric circuit arise, and the millivolts generated between seawater and propeller and will pass to the propeller shaft, and the electric circuit ground by silver graphite brush and released to ship hull. The silver graphite brush and earthing cable to millivolt meter indicator. By means of this device, the millivoltmeter, we can see the voltage pass from propeller shaft. Through this ammunition I have provided, we can see how the propeller friction takes place from the tip of the propeller blades. For testing purposes, switching toggle switch from high into low millivolts. Upon release the toggle switch, millivolts reading back to normal condition.
Okay guys, doon sa mga nagtatanong kung ano ba yung tamang reading ng millivolts indicator natin. So ito yun guys. Below 50 millivolts, that means normal. Above 50 millivolts, it means you have to clean your slip ring. Linisin natin yung brush natin. Linisin natin yung slip ring natin. Pag above 50 millivolts yung reading. Kapag 0 guys, yung reading ng indicator natin, it means may fault doon sa wiring connection natin. So you have to check yung wiring connection natin. Kung okay naman yung wiring connection natin, you have to check yung surface ng brush natin kung nakalapat doon sa slip ring. Pag isa sa brush natin hindi nakalapat, walang reading na ibibigay yung indicator natin guys. So yan yung kailangan natin tingnan. And then yung maintenance natin dito guys, you have to check every week. Tingnan natin yung clearance ng brush natin doon sa slip ring. So yan lang yung may isi-share ko sa inyo guys kung ano ang tamang reading ng grounding device natin. Okay?
Okay guys, thank you, and we'll see you again to my next uploaded videos. God bless guys, and have a nice day.